is not abused early on, you're going to get some levels under your belt, you're going to get some armor, and you're going to be just fine to just clear out waves over and over and over, and then look towards that team fight stage, where I do think it's going to be tougher for Aatrox.
Topside, you know it's split map, you know Closer's topside, so Fudge, can he outplay this one? Waiting until Ryoma shows up as well for maximum damage. Flash the way as Closer pulls aggro, jumps right back out, and the rest of the damage is going to come through. Ryoma took aggro, has 100 health left, and all he can do is wave clear and get some fucking. But first, it's back in. It's time for second blood. We can bring it back up again, maybe. Fudge going to try to stay alive as Perkz now is here, and Closer, yeah, he's not long for the world. Fudge gets him back, and now is it enough for some? They know he's going to get chased down, but is it enough for Perkz, though? Next cooldown's coming back soon. Not enough damage.
The other question is just like, you know, what do you get more out of, not just based on the gold, but also the champions, right? Because putting Sion behind, sure, it's nice, but Sion functions really no matter what. You know, he is a tough champion.
This is going over.
And this is one of those problems where I think sometimes as a player, you just have to choose really carefully. Are you going to fully commit to a play or not commit, right? And he kind of chose halfway through. He committed the ulti, but not the flash. And then because the ulti didn't hit.
Finish mid lane. They didn't auto-attack this thing almost at all for most of this game. Herald number 1 and Herald number 2. Cloud9's like, how do we get rid of mid? I don't know, it's Azir, it's not gonna happen. 2 Heralds at it, that'll do it.
Here from this tower, should be able to knock that one down, no problem. The Cloud9 already down on that bot side, looking to set up, and Blabber heading over here towards Someday, so Someday definitely needs to back it up.
Knock up, gonna almost find Closer. Lantern gets him back to safety. Hook's gonna hit the front line, not gonna be a big problem. Here comes the forward motion, it's time for the play, and who he's gonna drop. That's a good pickup, and back goes the Olaf. Someday can't find his way in just yet, but FBI is still firing. Fudge could be a target. Shockwave! 3, and the shuffle back buys a bit of time, but it's not gonna be enough. It will save the Jinx, but it will not get anything more. As the Azir falls, the Dragon follows, and Cloud9 are on soul point.
Perkz coming up huge for Cloud9. They're finding the 3, just flopping over to the combined might of Azir and Jinx, but that still gives them a tremendous amount of time. And they're only, you know, 2.5, 3 minutes away from Soul.
A step there for Fudge, gets away from Someday's initial knockback, and now FBI has to get Lantern back. Nearly gets interrupted. A flash follow in for Olaf, just gonna run him down, and there was no counterplay, nothing you could have done. Maybe a Gale Force, maybe not. Either way, the star.
Dragon spawn. FBI grabs himself a last whisper here, but it's tough. You know, they use the Lantern to actually avoid the Sion ulti, which is, of course, the correct play. You can't allow the Jinx to just be hit by that and then die. But now Lantern's on cooldown, and Blabber realizes that and just says, all right, it's Blabber, though, in some trouble, potentially.
Ulti comes in time to not get hooked back. It's a big heal. The Rocket hits nothing. Perkz shockwaves Ryoma and nearly finds the kill. The shuffle scoop is a 1-for-1. The scoop back on a Blabber keeps him alive still. FBI loses two-thirds of his health, a third of his health from just a single auto attack. Who he has to run away. Vulcan is invincible, by the way. Who he is not. Goodbye, dies to Fudge. Someday can't join this fight. You can't fight anymore. FBI is...
You can see he's almost up to 100 soul stacks in the bottom left there, sitting on 96. So his range is getting really, really high. It's so easy for him to apply that additional proc. You know, he gets a couple turn potentially, as those carries are vulnerable, but Closer is in the area, and he does have flash, so he could actually go for the steal here.
Okay, flashes over the Rocket, and the steal comes through. That's twice in a row now that has been picked up. That's a pretty beautiful one, but otherwise it's not going to mean much. Fudge going to frontline. Keep in mind, it's 5v4 for Cloud9. Tom Kench brings some teammates over. Sent ult over the top. Perkz is in for the shockwave, and goodbye Someday, the only man left.
Being a 4-for-0 play there, going to be able to get even more gold. You can see the Baron buff. The power play in that top right, not looking that powerful. Negative
5v2, by the way, because Aatrox still top lane, and all of Cloud9 are here, and they know it. Not going to land the Sion ult, but they are going to land on a Ryoma. He can't get in any farther. Shovels one back, not going to matter there either. Easy sidestep, Blabber gets himself away. Another kill. This one goes to Vulcan for the credit, his second kill of the game. And Cloud9, 12-3, are just running away with this one.
Yeah, Sion just can't be hurt. They just walk into any tower. Doesn't matter. You know, for him to break the shield, it's like 5 tower shots to break the Sion W. So at this point, turrets mean nothing. Cloud9 will just ignore it, will just dive you if it has no answer to the Sion whatsoever. And honestly, you know, with the LDR being picked up second and Azil in inventory, FBI is so far away from an IE Ryoma's so
Top though, not going to find the kills just yet, but Closer is the target. He's going to get away. Blabber comes in. Shockwave not going to find his target either. Rocket nearly kills Blabber. He's on one hit away from dead, but just barely slinks away with his life. You imagine he had a bit more gold, he would have died instead. The root turns into Cyan, turns into a kill, into number 2. And now FBI going to be knocked up as well. He's stuck with nowhere to go. Kill number 3 comes across. Who he the target, flashes the way, blast plants out, but a 5v2.
Cloud9 looking really strong in this one. Fudge does not care about your towers. Someday will go down. Insult to injury. 100 Thieves dying in the base.
Can they get on the dragon first? Will they stop DPS? He gets the dragon! An extra objective for Cloud9. What can't they do? They won't even die to the fountain.
They will go down. Insult to injury. 100 Thieves dying in the base.
Can they get on the dragon first? Will they stop DPS? He gets the dragon! An extra objective.